Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study plant growth regulators और हम plant growth regulators को ही बोल सकते हैं plant growth hormones. Okay, so our today's lecture is plant growth regulators. What we can see in short, that is PGRs, plant growth regulators, and these are also known as hormones. But what are these hormones? These are plant hormones. तो plant hormones बोल दो, or we can say phytohormones. Phytohormones, plant hormones, PGRs, they all are plant growth regulators. Okay. Now, what we say for hormones? Okay, these are the chemical compounds or compounds which show potent action, potent biological action. As they come to in contact with the biological system in a very small amount, they show the potent action. That's why they are hormones, and they are required for the growth of plants. How? They are required for the formation of tissues, for cell differentiation, for cell elongation, for cell dedifferentiation. These are some of the terms which are required, okay, for the functioning of the cell, for the functioning of the tissue, for the functioning of the plant. Okay, so what we can say, what are plant growth regulators? Plant growth regulators are the compounds or the organic compounds which on a very small amount shows changes in the morphological structures and biochemical reactions. In a very small amount, they cause change in morphological structures. Okay, these are the compounds which are promoting or which are modulating or which are regulating the morphological changes. It means you can say they are coming to make change for phenotypic characteristic. उसमें चेंज लाना, morphological variation लाना, biochemical reactions को affect करना, those all are plant growth regulators. Now plant growth regulators की बात करें तो हम देखेंगे कि ऐसा भी तो हो सकता है कि they may come in endogenous or exogenous. How you can say endogenous or exogenous? दो तरह से. Why we are saying endo or exo? Because if they are working on the cell, if they are working outside the cell, okay, then we can say it endogenous, exogenous. Okay, if they are working in the cell, if they are working outside the cell, is this may also be possible that they are going to release from the cell or they are releasing into the cell. So we can divide them in two ways, exogenous and endogenous type of hormones. Okay, if we come to know that they can be classified in two ways, what are the other ways by which we can classify them? Now, we had seen two ways. What we had seen? We had seen two ways. One way we had seen we can divide them in endogenous hormones, and the second one is exogenous hormones. Okay. The other way by which we can classify them is, we can classify them plant growth inducing, inhibiting, or you can see promoting. So what they had seen that for inducing or promoting or inhibiting type of hormones, growth बढ़ाने वाले, growth को inhibit करने वाले, we can categorize them in this way also. Okay, the other way you can say they can come into the synthetic one. Why is it not possible that maybe synthetic one? Yes, natural or synthetic, there will be a other approach for them, but the main hormones which they had found out that these are the important hormones are, that is ऑक्सिन, साइटोकाइनिन, जिबरलिन्स, एब्सिसिक एसिड, and acetylene. These three hormones are growth inducing hormones, and these are growth inhibitory type of hormones. So growth inhibitory type of hormones and growth promoting type of hormones, two type of hormones are there, we can say it. Now we come to the common function of the plant growth regulators. What is the common function of plant growth regulators? What we see, we had seen how we can classify them. We will describe more for the hormones, what are the different structures of them, or what are the functions of them. But we come to know that a small amount is causing the change in morphological structure, a change in the biochemical parameters, a change in the growth of plant. Those are all are PGRs, plant growth regulators, plant growth hormones, phytohormones. Okay, there is one term, that is phytoalexin. So how it is differentiating? Phytoalexins are also compound, but which are not really always present in the plant. आपने देखा होगा कि pathology of injury, okay, कि एक चाटा मारो किसी को, what will happen? Dolor, color and pain. Three type of pathological features we can see. So, but do you had seen that always a person is red at where you had given the stress? No, because some chemicals intermediates are released, they are causing dolor, color and pain. In the similar way, the compounds are phytoalexins. They are present in, they comes into the plant when they are in stress conditions, but they are also important in nature. Okay, but these are not phytohormones. ये phytohormones नहीं है, ठीक है? But they are certain chemicals. But there is a term phytoalexin. That's why I had shown you there is a term. So I had differentiated phytoalexins and plant growth regulators. Both are different things. Now we see that what are the basic functions of plant growth regulators. Okay, now you can say the CDD approach. How? CDD approach. Okay, these are the functions of cell. CDD approach हमने बोला how it is. CDD approach, एक कंप्यूटर एडेड डिजाइनिंग होता है CADD, but not it is here. Here what we see that C is for cell and the different D's are for differentiation, elongation, and dedifferentiation. So a cell has multiple functions. Cell differentiation is there, cell dedifferentiation is there, and cell elongation is there. Okay, so these all are the basic functions of plant growth regulators. What are the other functions? You had also heard a term that is senescence. Okay, what it is? Senescence is also a term in which what we see, this is also a feature of plant growth regulator. They also called senescence. Okay, so but all of the basic function depends on the working on the cell. Cell पे पूरा काम कर दे रहे हैं वो. Cell enlargement कर दो, cell elongation कर दो, cell का differentiation कर दो. Okay, these all the features are added in the function of plant growth regulators. तो इसको सेल के ये सारे जो फंक्शंस हैं, काम हैं, वो कैसे हो सकते हैं प्लांट के बारे में? जैसे हम देख लें कि फूल का बनना, formation of flower. You can say ripening of fruit, fruit कैसे बन रहा है. You can say leaves की ripening होती है, वो कैसे होता है. You can say cambial zone का formation, how cambial zone is formation. You can say internode elongation. You can say inhibition of the growth, ripening of the fruit, formation of flower, formation of seed, ripening of seeds. These all features are added in the cell functions. Okay, so these all things can be included in, but basically तीन में बांट सकते हो आप, CDD. Okay, CDD में आप सेल के फंक्शंस के साथ जोड़ के उनको देख सकते हो. नाउ वी कम टू द अदर पार्ट ऑफ plant growth regulator, and in today's lecture we only cover the auxin hormone. Okay, before starting, what we come to know, auxins एक ऐसे हार्मोन्स इन्होंने देखे. मजेदार बात ये है कि व्हाट दे कम टू नो कि ये ऑक्सीजन आखिर मिले कैसे. Okay, a scientist was studying urine sample of humans, and he come to know that a certain type of compound had been isolated from human urine, but they are not present in general in the urine. And he come to know that when a patient, or you can say a sample, has taken a cereal product, they got auxin in human urine. तो ये आया कहाँ से? When they come to know that when they observed this cereal product, they saw that auxin type of compound is present in cereal product, that is auxin B. So firstly, the plant growth regulator which was isolated from human urine, you come to know that auxin B is present in various products in plants. And then they studied what kind of features they are showing. Now the question arises कि आखिर हार्मोन्स कौन सा एक्शन देते हैं, ये हमें पता कैसे चलेगा. Yes, it is very not very difficult, but also not very easy. Why? Because when we are taking you can say just money plant, हाइड्रोपोनिक्स, आपने एक टर्म सुनी होगी. हाइड्रोपोनिक्स में क्या करते हैं हम? वी आर नॉट टेकिंग अ ground, solid ground, we are just taking a liquid media in which a plant is growing. Like money plant, we are growing money plant in water and just keeping some nutritional requirement. If you can add, yes, if you want to grow some other plants like that way, so you have to give some nutrient requirement in it. Okay, तो उन्होंने क्या किया कि when they want to study this compound is showing which type of activity. Is this compound showing the root elongation? Is this compound is root promoting activity, or is this compound is root inducer or shoot inducer or flower inducer? Just do it the same thing. Take a compound and give a certain dose in that media. If the promotion of root, if the induction of roots moves faster, it means it is root inducing type of hormone. Yes, they come to know that auxin is root inducing hormone. So auxin is root inducing hormone. आप इसको बोल सकते हो AR रहमान. Just for learning technique, I am showing you कि auxins are root inducing, AR Rahman, and cytokinins are shoot inducing. एक याद कर लिया आपने, तो then you come to know cytokines are shoot inducing. Okay, तो गिब्बरलिन क्या करने वाले हैं सर? What are doing गिब्बरलिन्स? गिब्बरलिन्स are the responsible for the height of the plant. ये शूट भी इंड्यूस कर रहे हैं, रूट को भी फर्क कर रहे हैं. ओके, प्लांट की हाइट जो है दैट ऑल आर अफेक्टेड बाय गिब्बरलिन्स. ओके, दीज आर द सम बेसिक फंक्शन. आई एम नॉट गोइंग होल फंक्शन हियर फॉर गिब्बरलिन एंड साइटोकिनिन. इन नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ लेक्चर वी विल कवर द साइटोकिनिन एंड गिब्बरलिन, बट इन दिस पार्ट वी विल एम्फेसाइज ऑन ऑक्सिन्स. So from this we know that auxins are shoot inducing hormones. Now what are auxins? ऐसा क्या है इन auxins के पास में कि they are inducing the root? Okay, so structure structural analysis करके they come to know, for a structural analysis what they had done, for a structural analysis they had performed various techniques, that are NMR, IR, mass techniques for determination, and they come to know that the basic compound which they have is, they all are derivatives of this, what it is, indole acetic acid derivatives. All are indole acetic acid derivatives. Okay, you can say this is IAA, indole acetic acid derivatives. Okay, there is a jingle, IAA no na tu pordi, IAA no na tu pordi. Okay, now we see what they have. Okay, this is indole acetic acid. You know what is indole? Indole nucleus. Acetic acid, just do it, that is indole acetic acid. If you have IAA, then if you also have IBA related to this, indole acetic acid, indole butyric acid. Okay, just you have to do indole butyric acid, indole acetic acid, indole butyric acid, naphthyl oxyacetic acid. This one is alpha naphthyl acetic acid. Okay, then naphthyl acetamide, this is 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. Why I had shown you these names? Because these all are related. And why? The basic nucleus what they contain is the indole acetic acid. So they are derivatives. Oxens are IAA derivatives, indole acetic acid derivatives. You can see the names: indole acetic acid, indole butyric acid, naphthyl oxyacetic acid, naphthyl acetamide, then 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. There are certain names other also, that is you can say picloram and dicamba. Picloram and dicamba. Okay, these are also some plant growth regulators and categorized in auxin category. Okay, so you had seen the name of some of the compounds, and also there is a famous thing about them, that these hormones when are used in small concentration, they work as hormones, they are root inducing, they are showing their action. But when they are used in higher concentration, they are herbicides or weed killers. So it means they are going to harm certain types of plant when they are used in higher concentration, but they have a specific function. Okay, so you also come to know that they are root inducing, growth of rooting, they are causing rooting of the plant. Okay, internode elongation, they cause internode elongation. This is the other feature. They cause cambial activity. They increase the stability of fruits. Okay, these are the some of the features which are auxins showing. Okay, in next lecture we will see the cytokinins